what and how will the future look like, guys? So today we're going to be talking about all of this, right? But before that, breaking rumors: Russia is attempting to back their currency by their gold reserves in order to attract investment and move away from dollar hegemony in trade. Guys, it's absolutely mind-boggling what is happening. I cannot believe my eyes that everything is literally just a narrative, right? To pursue the new order that's inbound. Look at the past and see every specific event that took place, guys, and look where we're at today. There's rumors going on and about that's stating that they're going to back their currency by their gold reserves. And we talked about how gold is coming back into the play, right? XRP, behind the curtain, what's happening right now. Dollar system is now gone, however fiat is here to stay. Fast forward, gold is back with his new best friend, or his new friend, the standard of the new economy, XRP, right? So this is fascinating, guys. What? You mean backing a currency on something other than faith? That's how we know. Well, guys, everything's literally about trust, right? What was that one movie? The Wolf of Wall Street, if I'm not mistaken, that it's all this and it's all that, right? It's all fake at the end of the day, guys. No such things are real. I mean, will the future look good, or will it look not too good, guys? I believe, in my humble opinion, it's going to be a utopia rather than dystopian. So, but we have many different opinions. Listen to this right here. And here we have Deputy Managing Director of the IMF sharing how central bank digital currency would allow the government to precisely control what people can and cannot spend their money on. Wait a minute, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund? Hold on a minute, guys, right? A lot of connections, as we see right here. So, the governments and private sector can use CBDCs to program smart contracts for target policies, e.g. welfare payments, UBI, consumption, coupons, food stamps. CBDC can be programmed to determine what people can and cannot own. So let's listen to this, guys. Let's check this out. And comment down below or tweet it to me on what are your thoughts about all of this, right? Today we have a lot to talk about, a lot of connections. Stay tuned.
The third way we think CBDC can improve financial inclusion is through what we call programmability. That is, CBDC can allow government agencies and private sector players to program, to create smart contracts, to allow targeted policy functions. For example, welfare payment. For example, consumption coupon. For example, food stamp. By programming CBDC, those money can be precisely targeted for what kind of people can own and what kind of use this money can be utilized. For example, for food. So this potential programmability can help government agencies to precisely target their support to those people who need support. So that way can also improve financial inclusion. Of course, I want to end with a caveat, because CBDC is not a panacea. CBDC cannot solve every challenge in financial inclusion. There are some aspects of financial inclusion is not related to technology. For example, financial literacy, digital literacy. So CBDC has to work with other policies together to try to improve financial inclusion. I stop here.
The whole world will run on this new technology that's inbound, guys, right? There needs to be a bridge. Basically, we're guaranteed to become rich and wealthy. And I'm glad we're taking advantage of this opportunity, right? I mean, if we don't, guys, we are basically in the system right now. At the end. 2. He also states a CBDC can also be programmed to buy only food, which can help government agencies precisely target their support to those who need it. As we see right here. By the way, I'll leave the links down in the description below so you guys can investigate further if you do wish to. We go down here. 3. A CBDC is not a universal solution from who and what. the BIS. So it begins. Introducing a CBDC is not a universal solution. It has to come in a package with a digital and financial literacy and identity, among other things. For that, public and private sectors have to work together. So what we do know is the future is going to be more connected, right, than today. Digital identity verification is essential to the operation of central bank digital currencies, particularly in cross-border transactions. Tradable digital assets must be tied to a digital identity system. World Bank, November 2021. Right? So we're not talking about a specific entity, only talking about CBDCs, guys, but literally look throughout the world, right? It's not one country or one nation. It's literally about, or throughout the world, that these people are working on this new technology, that the United States will come into the play only when the big one hits, right? When the big crisis hits, problem, reaction, solution comes into play or comes into effect. So how globalists and governments push digital ID through climate, the C thing, cybersecurity, and central bank digital currency. If you go down here, CBDCs would be the ultimate quote-unquote control tool that governments and financial institutions will have over citizens. Guys, it's crazy because we have been talking about the same thing, right? They have already controlled everything, guys, to this point. Someone else will decide if, how, what you cannot buy with your hard-earned money. Misbehave and food, transportation, etc. are programmed to shut you down. I mean, what are your thoughts, right? Interesting stuff. So, let's go to this article right here and let's check this out. The lengths to which public and private entities will go to in justifying their digital identity rollouts are seemingly never-ending perspective. The future will be digital, guys. Just look at that. Look at that right there. Unelected globalists and governments alike are pushing digital identity schemes through multiple entry points, including climate, the sea, cyber, security, and CBDCs. What even happened to the cyber attacks, guys? That narrative kind of died down, right? Not really, but a little bit. Maybe they're going to start ramping it up again. These digital ID entry points include, but are not limited to, digital ID for climate, digital ID for central bank digital currency to adopt, identify, or identity verified solutions in order to eliminate anonymity and record every transaction. There's a reason why crypto came out in the first place, guys, right? They implement crypto and whatnot. Just think about this. How did Bitcoin in the first place even create a Bitcoin, guys, right? How is that? That's just mind-boggling. A random person or entity or an organization created something. They let it out, guys. I just can't believe my eyes. And then all that stuff. This digital identity determines what products, services, and information we can access or what is close to us, right? Interesting. From carbon trackers, what can take place? Individual carbon footprint tracker, stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something we are working on.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint.
What?
What does that mean? That's, where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
Wow, the new system is literally inbound, guys. What is happening? The World Economic Forum. Crazy. At the end, guys, I mean, we're not making any of this stuff up, right? We aren't literally making any of this stuff up. I'm going to leave all the links down in the description below so you guys can investigate further. But, oh, we just talked about the cyber attacks. Leveraging cyber attacks to push for digital ID. Right? So, in the future, all these things will be centralized, guys, right? We talked about it before, and it seems like with all the proof we've been seeing, right, from these higher ranking people, the quote-unquote elites and whatnot, that they're getting their orders from above. These people are suggesting and telling us that the future seems to be this new world where everything is supposedly centralized, right? On September 22, 2022, Australian telecom company alerted its customers of a cyber attack that compromised the identities of at least 1.2 million people. So, what more could be done to reduce the risk of such breaches occurring in the first place? One such solution that already exists is the Australian Digital Identity System. But you know what's fascinating, guys? I'm just going to be straight up honest that the reason why all this happens, right, in my humble opinion, it's not random. They themselves possibly do it, right, to themselves. I mean, that's like a crazy strategy, right? You quote unquote harm your own company, which further what pushes the narratives and agendas, right? For as we can see right here. So then if you go down here, guys, Cyber Polygon 2020. Oh, we haven't forgot about this, guys. No, we haven't. Cyber Polygon, where Klaus Schwab states that there will one day be the cyber attacks that takes down the financial system, if I'm not mistaken, everything, right? And it's going to be terrible and bad. It's going to be a lot worse than what was taking place in 2020, guys. So what we do know, the big crisis has to hit for them to implement the new technologies that we see today, right? And it has to be as big as he stated right here. By the way, once again, I'll leave the link down here so you guys can investigate further. But then it goes on and on and on. But guys, for me, in my humble opinion, I'm not even worried, right? There's nothing to be worried about. Nothing, guys. I don't even think that the future will look bad or bleak. I believe it's going to look good, guys, right? More people will be getting rich and wealthy. Now about this situation, I'm not quite sure. But with everything else, it seems like we're going up and up and up, right? Towards a better place, towards a better world altogether, or overall. Just look back in the past, guys, and compare today, right? It's a lot better now than then. So hey, let's just be patient and wait and see to what takes place in the near future. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys please like, subscribe, and guys, see ya.